Yo, yo.
Hey, everybody.
Yo,
All
yo,
right.
yo, yo.
We have looked up.
Yo, 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 yo.
Oh my god.
Yo,
Just the strong are never wrong.
That's what I tell my
That's
penis.
what I was about to say. Who do you tell? Ooh, that guy's got a shotgun.
You know what we have?
We have a list of Totally Spies gadgets.
Yeah, do people
and we
remember
are not
Totally Spies?
afraid to use them.
Actual question, do people remember Totally Spies? Is that like a show people cared about?
Surely. Because it went on for a while, right?
I guess so. Didn't they like bring it back? Sorry, I'm eating a wheat then.
You could have waited, but no.
Gina.
Wait, I'm getting a gun part. Please be a shotgun.
It's wheat thins.
It is a shotgun. It's not the one I wanted.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get there.
Oh, I wanted to beat you. Thank you.
There you go.
Ow.
Oh, well.
I messed up.
Does it go down every time you die?
The what? The DEFCON?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe? That would be a weird... Oh, whoa. Come on.
Oh, that was cool. Anyway, but Totally Spies was this really, really awesome, early 2000s?
Yeah, probably. Probably like 2002, 2003.
I was old enough to know what was going on.
Okay.
So
maybe a little later than that?
maybe around there.
Yeah.
Around that.
Yeah.
Maybe 2004 or 5. But this really cool show about these three very rich prepster girls who were obsessed with like fashion and boys and blah 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 blah. But they also, you gotta shoot the thingy. Shoot it. What are you doing? How did you just walk through it like 6 times?
I'm a wizard.
Press 0 by the pillar.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to get that one.
I said 0. Make him give up. Nice. Now he's just in our way.
Yep. He's exactly where I need him not to be.
Form up. Ready to engage.
Thank you.
There you go. Get this last guy. And we can see he gets back into it whenever there's other enemies nearby. Anyway, but it's a really
There we
cool mid 2000s show.
Okay, he's down.
About these rich girls who were spies, and they were a part of it, and all of their gadgets and gears were all kind of shaped around them, so they had like laser ascot pins and stuff like that.
Like, it was interesting because it was taking sort of what are traditionally feminine like items usually, like, it's a pearl necklace where the pearls explode.
Yeah,
or
it's
a
lipstick, like super red, deep, sexy lipstick that was actually a laser.
Yeah.
Or something. Here, let me see. I got the lists up. Let's see. So a laser ascot pen, laser camera, laser compact parasol, laser earmuffs.
I remember that. I remember the umbrella that turned into like a weapon.
A magna belt, a fashionable belt that also worked as a magnet.
I think I remember that too, because they were like, this is really ugly actually, and then it ended up saving their lives. Like, yes. Excellent.
Let's see, what else? We got like a not so joyful joy buzzer. Let's see, oxygen lipstick, so you put it on, you can breathe underwater.
I actually remember that. I was trying to remember what it was because they had one of those like the scuba.
It was
things.
lipstick. What else? A porcupine quill hairbrush that they used as a weapon.
Would it like launch?
Maybe.
Like they press the thing and go pew.
That
would be actually really fun.
Quick dissolve nail polish remover. Oh yeah, sometimes he would just give them cool stuff that they're like, this has nothing to do with anything, but it's fashionable.
Yeah, well, that was always, like, the reason the episodes were always fun is because they'd, at the very beginning of the episode, give them a solution of, like, they'd give them 3 items.
And all of them
would always
be
be used, even if they had nothing to, like, if it was just random stuff, where they're like, this just happened to be attractive. It would end up becoming useful.
But it was always cool, because it was like, how are these going to be used this episode? Because they were pretty consistent, no matter what the items would get used. No matter what.
Which is really neat. Oh god, look at that guy.
Oh, what have you done?
Look what I did!
What have you done?
Oh god, don't raise the DEFCON.
He looks like he's being hung. Like,
yeah, I feel kind of bad. That's not what I intended, but that's where we are now. Emo!
I know we're talking about Totally Spies, but I have to share something with the group that's just gonna ruin everybody's emotional state of being real quick, because... Oh wow, this is as gruesome as it gets because I saw the man being hung. But we've been reading Beloved in my classroom at school.
I've never actually read Beloved.
It's a book I don't love. I appreciate that it's like one of the best books ever written, and it really is. But I just do not love that book. It's a commentary on slavery. Get it. Nice.
I know.
Okay.
Trying.
It's a commentary on slavery. And it's about this woman whose child dies. Well, no, she kills her child because she runs away from being a slave, and they find her, and she kills her kid before they can get to her kid because
she doesn't want her kid to be born into slavery.
Exactly. And it's about she actually does escape, and so it's about her living in her house, and her kid comes back as a ghost basically to haunt her.
Oh, when is it a period piece or was it written?
It takes place early 1900s. Still in the midst of slavery. But she's escaped, so she's no longer a slave. Because I think it was before the runaway slave laws got made and stuff like that. But we've been talking a lot about slavery in my class and like kind of that whole era. And we've been learning about a whole bunch of modern day things that are like super not okay to say, but that have just become a part of our language because of how impactful slavery was.
Okay.
Do you know why picnic is called picnic?
No, I do not.
It stands for pick an N-word. And it was when people would go to outside lynchings of black people and bring food and go to it as like a show.
Holy shit,
that's
really?
a real thing that happened, and they would go to a picnic.
That is horrifying.
Yep, it's like the scariest thing on the planet. Picnics are so wonderful. They're such happy things. And that's like, that's where the word picnic comes from.
And the fact that it's so entrenched in language now.
That it's not offensive or anything to say it, but like at the same time, it's like, oh my god, that's what I'm saying.
That like, it's always kind of weird when you really think about certain words and etymologies, because you're like, it never even occurred to me to include that sort of cultural context.
Exactly, but there's a million things like that, you know, and then there were none, used to be called, it was 9 Little Indians? Whatever?
10 Little Indians.
10 Little Indians, but it wasn't actually called 10 Little Indians, it was called 10 Little N-words.
I know. Yeah.
And then there was, what are the other ones that we learned? There were so many. There's so many was the worst part. She kept saying more and more, and I'm like, this is horrifying how many of these there are. What is it? There was a city that's called, like, it was called, like, Kill an N-word, but it turned into, like, Killinagua or something, like they changed it or something like that. It's like, it's everywhere.
Was that an intentional, was that people being like,
that was people being like,
we need to change
yeah,
this.
That was people being like, we have to fix this, but also this is the name of the place, so they changed it. It's like Picnic would literally, they'd be like, hey, you want to go to the
well, there's also not there's no word substitute. I know that sounds, wait.
Yeah, but like,
what am I doing? Oh, I found my rival.
Oh!
I didn't mean to, but I did.
High five!
Woo!
You want to go celebrate with a picnic?
Dude.
It's the worst! I can't talk about going on a picnic anymore!
It is an outdoor
excursion with food.
Yeah. Oh god, that's horrifying.
Right?
I think I'm done with this level, by the way. Yeah. And I managed to lower the DEF CON a bit. And more. God.
You're just looking horrified at this picnic, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it's not specifically even the picnic. It's just
so innate.
It's the realization that there are, like, phrases that you use without even thinking about it. Next mission, Bozo.
I guess to a certain extent you can justify it. Not justified, of course not. I'm not talking about justifying the time period. But nice, rocket schematics. It's one of those things where, like, let's read this real quick.
Good work, Agent. With the rocket schematics, we can devise a method to counter the launch plans. Their ideologies are so different, but their plans to destroy the moon are identical. Destroy the moon are identical, even down to the schematics.
Next, we need you to gather a complete set of flight path data. With that data, we can plot out the exact trajectory of the rockets after the launch.
Are you sure I'm the only agent available for this operation? What about Bishop?
Bishop is still completing counter training. And what if he was just like, it's still completing COUNTER training. And as you know, the other agents are still recovering from that terrible yoga accident.
God, that yoga accident.
All our hopes and dreams truly rest with your success. Good luck in transmission. Okay. Let's do...
This should automatically lower, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It does do that.
Okay, wait, we have...
Do you have shotgun? Did you get that shotgun?
No. We have it here. Wait, where is it?
Yeah, you can buy it. Go down. 2. There. Up.
Oh, you're right. Okay, and there's also... Yeah. Alright, then... Yeah, let's buy this.
Grab it. And then let's buy some ammo. but it's like it's with phrases that we say, they kind of come from everywhere because there's like a bunch of stuff that we say that are actually came from like Native Americans.
Oh, what? I can only have one formula at a time?
Are you sure? You can have 3 at a time. It looks like.
No, because it just replaced persuasion with endurance. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe we don't have slide. I need persuasion because. Okay.
All right, whatever. What you can do. Anyway, but there's like phrases that we say that comes from Native Americans, or like something Shakespeare said, or something like that. It's like it comes from so many different periods.
Yes,
in
obviously,
history.
language is
Molded by what we go through.
Yeah, and it's constantly adapting. There's no like anybody who's all purist about grammar or language or anything like that.
It's constantly
bullshit
evolving.
because that's not how language works.
You know what the word of the year last year for Webster Dictionary was?
What?
The emoji with he's closing his eyes and smiling and he's crying.
Really?
That one. That
That's
was
a
the
word?
of the year. I forget what they call it. Give me a second.
It's actually a really interesting question. Is emojis as words?
Yeah.
Because what are emojis? They clearly are part of language now. So how do you treat them?
Give me a second. Word of the year, emoji. Give me a moment. Oxford dictionaries. I'm sorry, not the Oxford dictionary. Give me a second. It's going on. It's loading. You got this. You go. Load. Yeah, load. Gotcha. You get this. Yeah, it's that face.
Yeah.
It's
the laughing face.
That's right. For the first time ever, the Oxford Dictionary's word of the year is a pictograph. The smiling emojis. Officially called the face with tears of joy emoji.
Oh my god,
though you
really?
may know it by other names. There were other strong contenders from a range of fields outlined below, but face with tears of joy emoji was chosen as the word that best reflected the ethos, mood, and preoccupations of 2015.
That is fascinating. That is absolutely fascinating.
Why was this chosen? Emojis, the plural can be either emoji or emojis, have been around since the late 1990s, but 2015 saw their use of the word emoji increase hugely. This year, Oxford University Press have partnered with leading mobile technology business SwiftKey to explore frequency and usage statistics for some of the most popular emoji across the world. And face with tears of joy was chosen because it was the most used emoji globally in 2015.
So, I have a question. Genuine question.
Uh-huh.
What caused the term emoji to overtake all of sort of the competitive terms? Because there used to be a lot of different terms for like emoticons or emojis or like stuff like that. What caused emoji to win in the end?
I think it was Apple instilling an emoji keyboard. Because that was the thing. At first you had to download
But is it called the emoji keyboard?
Yeah. It's called emojis. It's like, at first...
Oh my god, this guy. Oh my god, this guy. He wouldn't...
You're donezo, dude.
You have very little faith.
Anyway, no, yeah, before, so now, because it was such a success, Apple the new Apple products and phones come with the emoji keyboard pre-installed.
No, I know that, but I mean, like, specifically the term, is it called, like, the emoji keyboard?
Yeah.
Is that, like,
yes,
what Apple uses?
It's the one you had to download to use on your Apple device was called Emoji.
Okay.
That was just, it's the name of this brand of them,
That's fair.
I mean, you know some of the inner workings of Facebook and stuff, and Facebook had their own emojis that they made, right?
Yeah,
Their own
it's
emojis.
actually really interesting. They hired a bunch of Pixar animators to design their emojis because they wanted them to be like more accurate than the typical one. So they hired some Facebook folks, and then they also hired a bunch of behavioral psychologists to be like, okay, what are the actual expressions that people use in real life, and how do they differ from...
Get the camera.
I will. It's not looking my way yet.
Exactly. So it's like everyone has a different, set of these. It's all smiley faces, frowny faces, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. But Apple...
Shoot!
I'm sorry. Apple sort of paired up and partnered with this crew of emoji, quote unquote. And so that's kind of the word that became it because it was the most virally used.
Okay.
Because Apple fucking runs the world.
No, I mean, that's fair. It's just, it's a term that, like, in my mind, it's been around for a while, don't get me wrong, but it seemed to sort of gain a shocking amount of traction very quickly.
Oh yeah, all in 2015, which was when Apple, I think, made it a permanent feature on the keyboard. I was kind of super anti-emoji for a little while, actually.
Like, the use of them, or the
Yeah,
term?
I mean, I always use smiley faces. I like colon open parentheses, you know?
Fair enough.
That's just
so
what I
you
like
didn't
to-
like the fact
I
that they
didn't really-
translated automatically to...
It just... This is the stupidest explanation you're ever going to hear for this. But it was always to me like, if you want to show your emotions, put forth the effort, damn it. Don't, like... click on a fucking thing. You gotta click on two.
You have to actually type in your
show
specific...
you care. And it's
that
like,
is a really silly...
I'm serious. It's like during college auditions, I was texting one of the heads of one of the programs I was really interested in. I think you just killed a captain.
No.
It said headshot captain.
They look different. They're supposed to all be white. That doesn't make sense.
I'm just saying what.
Maybe I'm the headshot captain. I don't think I killed a captain. I'm gonna live in denial.
Okay, but no, I was texting one of the heads of one of the programs I was super interested in. And we were just like talking about like a time to meet. And I was using a smiley face in like my texting because truly my thought process when doing it was like, it's okay to do a smiley face as long as he says kill captain.
But I had my gun trained on him, and he didn't.
It's true. I can't tell you.
I don't know.
Here,
No. It's officers you can't kill.
Officers can kill captains. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, you want to end this here, and I'm going to talk about my texting a professional next time.
I mean, sure. Yes. Let's do. Oh wait.
Oh,
I went in a circle.
Okay. Well.
Yes. Well, next time we'll see what's past this circle.
All right.
Ta-da!
Neato.